Hey, this video is to my fellow men. Listen to me carefully. Number one, cleanliness. Your mouth, your armpits, your balls, and of course your anus. In between there, it has to be very clean. It's very, very, very annoying to try to kiss a woman and your mouth is stinking. I haven't even talked about people who smoke, drink different types of alcohol, or waking up in the morning after having eaten very delicious but spicy, smelly food to start wanting to kiss someone. Brush your teeth. Brush your mouth. Wash your tongue. The tongue carries a lot of very dirty smell, in case you didn't know. Wash your armpits very well. It's nice to use a very nice cologne that is not only expensive, but good smelling. Wash your balls. You want a woman to go down on you, to lick you, to suck you. You need to wash that part very thoroughly. Not once, but every time you're taking a shower. In addition to cleanliness, check your fingernails. Your nails are not only sharp, but carry a lot of diseases and bacteria. So when you are trying to finger that woman, remember how much you are not only injuring her vagina, but also you are transferring a lot of germs and bacteria into her vagina. So trim your nails, and above all, wash your hands before you start using them inside your woman's vagina. Be gentle. Don't use a lot of force. Most of men try to force things because you believe in forcing. You want to act like a man. That is a woman you are acting on. It's not a fellow man. So be very gentle. Saliva does not make a woman to become wet. If she's not wet, saliva does not make her wet. Don't think that what you see on pornography is what you can do to a woman. Lastly but not least, use your voice. Voice is very important. Don't act as if you are dumb. You cannot make any sounds. It doesn't matter whether it's a deep voice or not so deep. It doesn't matter. That voice, women love it. Do it. It motivates them. And finally, don't rush. Take your time. Share this video. Share now.
Why women avoid sex with men. We see a lot of comments from men especially saying that their wives are no longer interested in sex, they no longer feel any desire, and they wonder how they can help with that and if there's anything that they can do. And I'm just here to tell you all the various reasons that I've thought of why women avoid sex. One reason is because they don't feel respected. Perhaps they haven't been made to feel that their existence is all that important. It may be that you say their job isn't important, or what they do around the house isn't very important, or that it's very easy. Maybe they feel quite belittled in the relationship. And sex is a form of control. So by withholding sex, they feel they have some kind of power. They can take some kind of power back. And that's a pretty easy one to understand. The number two thing is that maybe they've asked you to do something and you've accepted this responsibility. You've said you're going to do it and then you don't. And this can happen over a number of things. It can happen over just basic domestic chores, just accepting responsibility for emptying the dishwasher, or doing something, or something else that you've been asked to do and you've accepted willingly and then you haven't done it. And let's face it, it's incredibly tiresome and fucking boring to have to ask somebody to do the same thing over and over again, or just to simply ask, have you done this, when you've been asked numerous amounts of time. Three might be a personal or a psychological thing. There's a lot of women who have, unfortunately at our age, suffered sexual abuse or some kind of trauma, and for them, often sex is not particularly pleasurable, or perhaps they've had a series of relationships in which their pleasure has just been frankly ignored, and so sex isn't something great. There's a lot of women out there who either don't experience orgasm through sex or have never experienced an orgasm, and guys, I cannot even know, I'm sure, how you would feel about that. But if you've never experienced any pleasure, then frankly, getting to an age where you don't have to procreate anymore and you can just take sex off the menu is one option that many, many older women choose. Third thing is a real physical thing, and it is a real physical problem, which is vaginal atrophy. It affects a huge number of women, and it makes penetrative sex incredibly painful for many of them. And so they avoid it because they want to avoid the pain. There are things that you can do to support your partner in making it more comfortable and more pleasurable for them. Longer foreplay, for instance, you might use lubricants, all of that sort of stuff. But if it's painful, then typically they might avoid it, just as we all avoid as humans most things involving pain, unless that's your thing, of course. And really, it's about also creating some kind of connection, right, without expecting it necessarily to lead to sex. So this can just be general kind of touching and being intimate with your partner and not necessarily expecting sex at the end of it. Could be holding hands, just gentle kissing, offering to give a massage, all of those things that just create intimacy without necessarily thinking that you're going to get sex out of it. So that's another thing that can eventually lead to sex, but is just going to create more feelings of desire. And the next thing is actually feeling like you're loved and you're wanted and you're desired. And if you don't feel that, then frankly, you're not going to want to have sex with somebody. And that's, again, about how we can create that feeling. Small compliments. You look lovely today. Oh, what a lovely dress. You know, you look so pretty. All of those things that women like. Just receiving compliments, accepting them, and also giving them is part of being in a loving relationship. And finally, and I shouldn't even have to say this really, it's about turning up and smelling fresh and clean. Frankly, guys can be a bit smelly, and I'm not particularly into the scruffy look. I like my guy well-groomed. I know it's not everybody's thing, but you can still be scruffy and clean, use soap, smell nice, and turn up feeling and looking attractive, because women spend an enormous amount of time on their appearance, and they expect men to spend some time on their own. You know, clothes that haven't been washed, stained, just general kind of like just feeling like you don't care is not particularly attractive. So guys, I hope this has been really helpful to you. And if you're wondering why you're not getting laid, maybe now you know.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. Now, I want us to look into this. I really want us to look into this and help ourselves. For those who might be struggling with this in their marriages, I want us to look into this. And I want this to be a series, all right, because I've seen a lot of comments. I've seen a lot of people ask questions. A lot of people say things concerning this. Okay, I mean, this is something that looks simple, but this has caused a lot of wreck in homes. And so many people are living in ignorance, might not even know what the problem is. So we're going to be looking at this. All right, we are going to be looking at this. Now, I want you to drop your comment in the comment section. What's your thoughts on what has been said? Please, I want you to do something with what you've heard from these two people. Okay, at least take one and also share it with somebody. Do you understand? And like I said, this is going to be a series. We're going to be having episodes. So anyone that resonates with you or that resonate with those that you know, please kindly do the needful and share it. Drop your comment, drop your thoughts. All right. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you in the comment section. I want us to continue this conversation in the comment section. And that's why I will not be talking much. So let's talk more in the comment section. All right. And I will see you there. So have a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.